Some people think cats are scary. I have a friend of mine deathly afraid of kittens and cats. I don't have much respect for cats. I wanted a dog when I was a kid. I wanted to throw a Frisbee to a dog and have the dog bring it back. My mom got me a cat instead. The cat was terrible at the Frisbee game. Every time I throw it, he wouldn't catch it and bring it back. He would just attack my face. That was his main move. I think he hated Frisbees. But yeah, I don't like cats because cats don't work, you know. Dogs work. They lead the blind. They find bombs. They work for the cops. Cop dog. There'd never be a cop cat. He'd be the worst cop on the force. Little cat box full of unsolved crimes. Angry police captain always looking for him. Where the hell's that cat we got doing police work around here for some reason? He's working the Griffith Park murders and I want results. He's always in a break room just staring out the window. That cat's always on a stakeout. My grandmother had a cat though, a mean cat named James. But I have a very unusual grandmother, you guys. She's a former bodybuilder. She used to lift weights professionally. 76 years old and rips. It is gross. I'm like, Grandma, you look like one of the Expendables. What are you trying to prove? Like, boy, my body's a temple. I take care of it. Like a temple, it looks like a fortress that no man can enter. I used to call her grand muscles as a kid. She hated that. Boy, don't call me grand muscles. I'll rip your damn arms off. She could do it too. She was very strong. She couldn't cook very well. Everything she cooked tasted like muscles, which makes no sense. How's that, boy? It tastes like a bicep. I don't know what that means either. But she used to make these things called muscle muffins with her own special concoction. Like, hey, eat these, boy, make you go big and strong like your grandmother. Don't even sound right. Big and strong like my grandmother, no thanks. Sometimes she would pick me up from school. Literally come to school and pick me up like a bitch and carry me back home. It was so embarrassing. But she's getting up there in age though these days, guys. Her memory's not what it used to be. She got lost one night. Had to call me to come pick her up. She's like, come pick me up, baby. I don't know where I am. I said, Grand Muscles, where are you exactly? She's like, I don't know where. I told you not to call me Grand Muscles, but I don't know exactly where I am, but I think I'm somewhere in the woods. I said, click. Nice try, woods. Not falling for the old grandmother in the woods trick.
I live with a pothead. Maybe that's why I know the Little Mermaid song. I do, which is very annoying when you don't smoke pot, because like potheads can be very annoying. The worst part about it is that potheads always want to have the same conversations, same arguments, you know. Gets annoying, gets redundant, you know. My roommate right now, he thinks it'd be awesome if our dog, Chip, could talk. Listen, I know you all got pets, probably fantasize what the voice would sound like, whatever. That's cool. Keep doing that. I don't want to ruin anyone's day. But you don't want him actually talking, that's my point, because a dog has no education at all. Picture the dumbest person you know, a dog, more dumb or stupider, worse. It wouldn't be Homeward Bound, I promise. It'd be a dumb, annoying person at your door every day, right? You're tired, you get home from work, you just want to relax, he's there at the door like, hey, Trevor, hey, Trevor, Trevor, hey, Trevor, hey, Trevor, look at me for, hey, Trevor, I heard you in the driveway, I was like, who's home? You're home. I thought you were here like a half hour ago as a mailman. They sound the same. And every time you leave, I think you die. Have a seat. Let me tell you about my day. Come here. Can I smell your crotch real quick? What's up, buddy? Listen, crazy day. What'd you do? Work all day? Listen to this. Things got pretty crazy around the house. So I'm laying by the couch, right? You know the couch, right? Been there? Okay, this is nap 2 and I'm laying by the couch. I'm like, what is that? What is that underneath the couch? What is that underneath the couch? What is that blue rope toy under the couch? What? Best day ever! 10 minutes later, my roommate shows up. Like, listen, buddy. Trevor, hey, buddy. Trevor, dude, hey, Trevor. But hey, dude, Trevor, hey, Trevor. Did Chip tell you about blue rope toy? Pretty cool, right? Best day ever! Seriously, let me smell your crotch. Get over here, buddy. Come on.
I got another dilemma. I got a new roommate, and I have a big dog. And my dog attacked my roommate. Yeah, it sucks. My roommate's white. My dog's a big black dog. So it's a racial thing. That's the first thing I said, right? So I told my roommate as I was petting my dog, I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't call him boy all the time. Come on, Kunta Kinte, let's go. I do think my dog is gay, though. Anybody here have a gay dog? My dog's gay. Because I'm petting his chest like this, right? The other day I'm just petting his chest. And my dog does one of these moves with his big gay paw. He looked me right in the eye, he said, woof, just like that.
We don't think the same way, right? When I moved to California, I noticed that a lot of people here love their dogs a lot. You know, Latinos, we have dogs. They're out in the yard somewhere. Do we feed them? Sometimes. White people take their dogs out for walks on purpose. It's 4 o'clock, Pookie, let's go. We'll open the door and the perro sale. They pick up the dog poopy here. I love that. You've seen them with the plastic bags, you know. Ooh, don't want to break the law. Latinos, hey, it's fertilizer. Vámonos. We don't care. They take their dogs to the doctor. We don't take our children to the doctor. Right? When I moved out here, my ex-husband got even with me a long time ago, sent my daughter a cute little toy rat terrier. Cute little doggy. I found out that in California, if you have a dog, you have to take him to the doctor. Did you know that? You got to get him checked. I'm thinking, well, he's brand new. What's the problem? $180, right? I'm like, I'm not happy. He's checking him out. He's got a little patella problem. I'm like, patella? I didn't know dogs had knees, did you? I got worried. I'm sorry, doctor. Well, what does that mean? So, well, that means in a couple of years, he's going to need an operation. I said, no, doc, that means in a couple of years, he's going to limp. I grew up in Puerto Rico. We had a dog had no leg. He didn't even know it was happening.
My dog was recently skunked. That's not fun to deal with. Does anyone know, by the way, what you're supposed to do if your dog gets skunked? Tomato juice. That's what I thought. But then I was talking to a pet groomer, and apparently what you're supposed to use is massengill, the douche. So there I was at the 99-cent store, 25 boxes of massengill in my shopping cart, and a pack of gum. And of course, this is when I run into a guy that I used to date. Let me just say this, there is no explanation that justifies 25 boxes of douche in your cart. Because I was about to say, oh, it's for my dog. As if somehow that would explain it. And so instead, this is what I did. I looked him straight in the eye. I pointed at the cart and I said, this is because of you.
Just gotta let it go. A lot of women are breaking their necks to have kids. There's a lot of women out there going to fertility clinics, getting shot up with a bunch of kids. This woman had 8 babies a few years ago. Y'all remember that? 8 babies, that's not a birth, that's a litter. I bet when she went home, I bet the dog was pissed. I bet the dog was like, I had 8 puppies last year. You made me give my babies away. You You better get you a box and go stand in front of Ralph's and get them babies away too. It's not fair. You know what? It's not a good time to have kids because you can't whoop kids no more. I believe in butt whoopings. Forget that. That's why I hate those reality shows, those nanny shows. They make me mad. Nanny 911 and Super Nanny. All these British nannies going and trying to teach parents how to raise their kids without whooping their bad butts. Forget that. She better not get in my face. Don't hit your children. I hit you. You better get. What's wrong with you? That's why you never see black families on those shows. If you ever think about it, you don't see black families on those shows. Black people whoop their kids on nationwide television. We don't care. That show will start out an episode of 911 and end up an episode of Cops. We don't play that. Kids are so bad. I don't like all them reality shows. You know, the worst reality show to ever be made is that damn Flavor of Love. What is that, the ghetto version of The Bachelor? What kind of crap? Forget that, man. You know what? That's not fair. I mean, the Bachelor, the white women, they get a handsome man. We get Flavor Flav. They get a handsome doctor, a lawyer, a prince. We get the Grinch who stole Christmas. They get a beautiful flower. We get a clock. What kind of crap is that? I hate all those realities. I really don't like The Bachelor either because all those women are just too prissy on that show. There's no challenge in that. Those women can get married anyway. I think they need to have a challenge. Women who are loud, outspoken, bossy, stalkers. Yeah, let them be stalkers. Let them follow the dude home and throw a brick in his windshield, you know. That's a new show I'm going to think of. Call it Who Wants to Marry This Bitch? That's my new show. I'm Retha Jones. Thank you very much.
So I can tell the ladies are digging the hair. Thank you very much. Buy all my products at Petco. Hey, with every fourth shampoo I buy, they give me a free flea dip, so. Can't beat that. I used to think comedy was hard, but now I realize it's so easy, even a caveman can do it. So I do like to watch a lot of TV. Lately I've been watching The Dog Whisperer. You guys ever watch The Dog Whisperer? Yes. Love this show, man. Cesar Millan, this guy knows everything about dogs. Because he's not just a dog trainer, he's a dog psychologist. And he doesn't psychoanalyze the dog, he psychoanalyzes the owners. Now, it's important to remain calm and assertive with your dog, at all times, to remain calm and assertive. This is a German Shepherd, Bowser, and Bowser is a very special breed of dog, okay? And you have told me that the common problem with Bowser is urinating on the carpet constantly. See, the problem is not the dog urinating, it stems from a much bigger problem. See, as soon as you tell your husband that you're cheating on him, this dog will no longer feel the need to urinate on the carpet. Come clean with the infidelity, and the dog will stop the peeing. It's very simple idea. No more cheating, no more peeing. Yeah, it's no wonder there's not a cat whisperer. Because let's face it, cats are weird. That's why there's so many weird expressions about cats. Like, who let the cat out of the bag? Was there a time in history when we were keeping cats in bags that I'm unaware of? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Was there a time when cats were going around stealing people's tongues? I mean, this is nuts. Maybe there is a good reason why we put the cat in the bag. And you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I would hope so, with cats getting out of bags and stealing people's tongues. It's a little crazy, you know, it's starting to scare me. There's not enough room in here to swing a cat.
Any Japanese people here? Let's talk about them. Check it out. Japanese people got the worst teeth on earth. Screwed up. Don't owe me. A Japanese person has like gang signs coming out of their gums. You know what I'm saying? How do you have West Side come out of your gums? I don't understand. Like how do you, like a Japanese person can bite into a cardboard box and make a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Do we make fun of Asia yet? Okay, let's move on to other people. I grew up in East LA, Boyle Heights to be exact, okay? If y'all don't know where East LA is, it's the eastern part of LA. And, everyone there was Latino except me. And that sucked because, I faced a lot of racism. Like every time a dog was missing in my neighborhood, 20 questions, man. Hey, Daniel. Like, what's up, man? My perito disappeared last night, man. Master. You know what I noticed about Latinos? They cannot pronounce their Y's and J's. But no one talks about it. Well, today at Comedy Time, I am. My neighbor Raul comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Daniel, I have a question for you." I'm like, "What's the question, man? Do you like use?" What's use? Come on, you know, stupid. Use. I don't have a single clue what use is. Come on, you know, pendejo, like orange juice, or like strawberry juice, or like banana juice, or like...
Guys, I was thinking about maybe getting a dog. But here's the problem with dogs. They're too expensive now. There's diamond encrusted collars, Louis Vuitton bags to carry them around in, doggy day spas. I can't afford human grooming, okay? Let alone a full body shiatsu massage for Rover, who's probably gonna lick down there the whole entire time. What's next? A little Brazilian bikini wax for Fifi? Shoot, boo, I know I got spayed, but I got to look right, you know what I'm saying? I got to get my sniff on. Shoot. Mm-hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man. But we're raising our dogs to be these little diva bitches, all right? Seriously, back in the day, you remember Lassie, right? In the 50s, Lassie would come barking to Timmy, "Roo, roo, roo, roo. What's wrong, Tim? What's wrong, Lassie? Timmy's stuck in the well. Quick, let's go save him." But now, if Lassie would be recreated, number one, it would not be a collie, it'd be a Shih Tzu, or something smaller than my pinky. And it would start barking off the most ridiculous demands. What is it, girl? Timmy's stuck in the what? No, wait, what was that? Someone's in trouble. If they don't get you Evian in the next 5 minutes. Someone needs help. Picking out the dog food, it's not organic. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Dog food has become the most complicated thing of life. Okay, before it was Alpo, pedigree, that's it, right? Now it's organic ingredients, all natural. New Purina chicken and rice mix, now 15% better tasting. There's a percentage on that, really? Okay, so there's either two ways we could have come up with that percentage. A, you had a dog focus group moderated by Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. Or B, you had a human being taste 2 samples of dog food and give that a number. Yeah, this one's 15% better tasting than this one.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's so good to be here with you guys because I've been hitting the small towns in America. You know the small towns where the women have mullets? Yeah, I was in this little place and their claim to fame is their town had America's first mad cow. This is it. I'm from England. We've had it for years with the mad cows. Princess Anne, Elton John. And it's scary stuff, you know, because it's in your country. Imagine you eat a burger, your brain turns to mush. Next thing you know, you're running the country. Ooh, a stoning. So I have a pretty squirrely accent. I grew up in England, in a rock and roll family in England. I didn't have a pacifier. I had a Marlboro Light. And when my dad was on the road, I was actually babysat by strippers. It was no big deal. I had training tassels. I didn't really wear a diaper, but I knew how to take one off. I get nostalgic by the pole. I don't think it affected me, being babysat by strippers, but my mom says it took longer to put me to bed at night because I'd get undressed really slowly. My dad wasn't a famous guy, whoops. He was just a bass player in a band. But they opened for The Who and Ozzy Osbourne, which means there was some paparazzi. So all of my school pictures look like this. But he was a good dad. He did his best. He'd put me to bed every night, sing the bedtime lullaby. You're a baby. And you'll sleep tonight if the spiders don't eat you alive, eat you alive, eat you alive. Then he'd smash my teddy bear. I grew up with pets. That was nice. To this day, I have a deaf cat. I do. His name is Beethoven. Of course, he doesn't know that. He thinks his name's... I got him some treats, and maybe because I live in LA now, it says 10% calories from fat. I'll tell my cat as soon as he gets back from Taibo. It goes on to say, if you have any questions about this product, please call the number below. These are cat treats. What kind of questions are we gonna need to ask? Someone's gonna phone up, yeah, what if I don't have a cat? Just weird. It's nice to have some love in your life, though, wherever it comes from, right? My friends are all having babies, all at the same time. I call it the Big Bang Theory. And it's great. They're showing me all the pictures of their beautiful babies, but it's hard when you don't have kids. I'm like, here's my iPod. I know, they grow so fast. I remember when it was just 5 gigs. Oh, we're up to 80 now. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And they're all getting married, and they say that the first year of marriage is the hardest. I found it was the last. I did not fare so well, and I should have known, because every one of us in this room, when we are 16 years old, we take our driving test, tells you right there in the handbook, warning signs are always shaped like diamonds. Yeah. So my husband tricked me into getting married, told me he was pregnant. And he was a pilot focused on flying. The only way I could see any action was painting white dotted lines up my thighs. My best friend standing over me with a couple of flashlights. And now he's got married and he's had a baby. I'm like, get on with your life. It's like I have a stalker. And get this, he called his baby Jake. Hello, Jay. First letter of the word June. My birthday. Move on. Psych-o. My mom insists she was a virgin when she got married, which is odd because I'm on the wedding photo. And she's desperate for me to settle down. And I turned 30, not necessarily recently. And I was thinking about the difference between girls in their 20s now to when I was in my 20s. Do you guys remember when it was raunchy to have a hickey? You remember those days? You know, now we have these mini hoes like Paris Hilton. It's like if you don't have a sex tape, you're Angela Lansbury. It's a whole other world with these young girls today. They've got the vibrators made by Boeing. Their idea of a sex toy is a lubricated forklift. Maybe I'm a freak. I have never had a vibrator. If I wanted to put a foreign object in my body, I'd date a Frenchman. I mean, whatever happened to don't sleep around? Remember when Mom said that? But these days, if you listen to that, you're out of date. You're obsolete. Pretty soon you'll see girls like me in a museum, like a relic. Oh, here we have feminists don't put outicus. See her with her mate, homos non erectus. Well, I recently had to go for my girl exam. We'll pause for the sound of men growing uncomfortable. And I wasn't expecting anything exciting because there hasn't been a lot of activity. And the doctor says you have a polyp. That is like getting a dent on a car you don't drive. I was like, how did this happen? It was in the garage. I had it under a tarp. I'm thinking, wow, I've been single so long, my own body's given up hope. I know what's happening, it's rebuilding its virginity. She's not using it, pave it over. So I say to the doctor, okay, what's a polyp? Enjoy your nachos. And the doctor says, well, sometimes your body has excess skin and tissue it has to put somewhere. I'm like, are you telling me my body is using that for storage? Oh, hey, bloodstream, we got some cells back here. Where should we put them? Oh, there's an old mine shaft. Thank you guys very much. I'm Natalie Gray.